Okay, everyone, stop what you're doing. All right. Welcome to another episode of the walkthrough. Yeah, I'm back on this character again, my main character that has literally the one who's making all that money. Uh, First off, let me explain some things. As you already know, I have the bunker on this character. I have the biker businesses on this character. I have every single business on this character. Okay, let's take a look. You can't see them, but you can see the bike clubhouse right here. I have the businesses all around in the city. Uh, Quick little thing: if you're gonna go for the nightclub, you need to own. You don't need to operate them, but you need to own all of the biker warehouse. All the biker. Well, they are warehouses, kind of. But you gotta own all the biker businesses. Okay, that's step one. Step two: on our character, we have on our walkthrough, we have the bunker. Perfect. Technically, step one was us owning a warehouse in general. If you kept the medium warehouse, great. If you got a small warehouse, great. But didn't matter because we already were one step into owning the nightclub. The hangar is a great way. Again, if you play with friends, that's a great way to make the most money with the least amount of crates. However, solo players, 50 missions of the same crate to get that 2.5 mil. It is worth it. It's even better if you could get a friend, right? I don't like to. I'm fixing myself to look on Reddit forums to get people to help me off finish some things, maybe run some heists as well. But this is the perfect spot for playing with duos and trios. Bunker solo players. There is something on there where I got to go back to my other character, but you only do one buy supplies, just one. Let it fill up. Let it get rid of that. Let it go through all of those supplies where it fills up the blue bar just a little bit, and that's what you sell. You sell that, boom, rinse, repeat. Okay, we don't need to look at that. That should be self-explanatory. You buy, I'm going to say it again, you buy one supplies. When that supplies dwindles, you go in and sell whatever stock is there. For solo players, you can do that. If you go over that, you're not going to be able to finish. Maybe one or two of them you can, but for the most part, these missions are tough with just being a solo player. If you have duos, you can do it. It's a little tight. Trios, you can definitely do it. A team of four, it's just child's play with a team of four. But even a full bunker, 3 players, you can definitely do it. 100%. 4 players on a full bunker, definitely. Is it worth it? As a solo player, no. But it is something to do in the background, just to give you an extra. I think it's 2 to 300k. I think it's like 300k now. I think they updated it because it used to be. I think it's 270 something. 270 something when it used to be 240. So they did, amp this one up a bit. So solo players, this is something to kind of get money in the background. Acid Lab, that's another one. That'll get you a good 335k. It's not on here because it's more of a mobile business, but technically speaking, it is right here. Let's see, what else do we got? The auto shop? No, I don't think it's really worth it. I think they should up the pay on those. Also, delete some dialogue for some characters because it gets annoying. But the chop shop. Oh, the chop shop. So, not only do you have a wall safe, and I recommend, I know people will say you don't need to buy the wall safe. Get the wall safe. It holds 250k. Oh, you get an ugly safe that's on the outside. What does it matter if it's ugly or not? You get a safe on the outside. These are the nerds talking, by the way. It holds 100k. Yeah, but I want a wall safe that'll hold 250k. What do you got of your mind? Alright. Second. Okay, let's look at this. I'm going to show you something. Alright. I don't care about the location. I like this location. Okay. Whatever location you deem. One of the 3 in the city. There's 2 up here. This is pretty cool. I do like the idea of this, but man, it's so far. That is way too far. Same thing with this. I mean, I like the idea of this, but it's just so far. so far. Tint is just the color of the floor. If you want to go with OSHA, there you go. You have to have markings on the floor. I like... Oh. Stop. I kind of do like that blue, but it's called red for a reason. Trade rates. This is just, you know, your vehicle blows up and it's your fault. You know, you don't have to spend as much money. I forgot what else. It does something else, but I got it anyway. Tow truck. Got the red tow truck. I don't know why you would mess with this. I feel like in Rockstar fashion, this goes slower, or it's just, you know, not hard to handle, but it's just like, it's beat, you know. I went with the regular tow truck, the wall safe, and the staff. We're talking about the wall safe, let me talk about the staff. So you're going to bring in vehicles, okay? You're going to bring in vehicles, as you can see here. I brought in 2 vehicles.
We'll strip that thing
with
to
staff.
pieces and get the deal
These
done. Catch you later.
go away every 48 minutes. And it adds money up there. So let's put it this way. I know you see 959, okay? Let's do some quick math right here. Let's look outside. So the reason that happened, I was fooling around. This is you can't see the chop shop, but it's right here. There's an icon for it. I'm just inside. So this accumulates, and I forgot the time on it, but it accumulates. Having staff helps when you're salvaging vehicles, I should say, not staff, when you have vehicles to salvage, it helps add more money faster to the safe. I just don't know how long it truly takes. There is the nightclub, so this is 250. There's the nightclub that if you have that, that's 250 with the safe in there. Now the caveat to that is that you have to maintain the popularity of the nightclub. There's 5 bars. If you dip below the 5th bar, it goes from 50k a day and it dwindles down to where it's like, oh my god, you're not barely making anything every in-game day, and it'll take you a hot minute. So you got to pay attention to this. You got to babysit this one about every 2 in-game days. So basically every 2 hours, just pay attention to this. The agency is another place that once you meet a certain requirement, I think later on I'll get into it, but there are these missions you have to do. They pay decently, you know. They don't pay the greatest thing, but they're very decent. They're very quick. You can do them in 5 minutes or less. I say 5 minutes or less. It's like 5 to 10 minutes, you know, with I think it's like a 3-minute or a 5-minute cooldown in between each one. But you run this. I know 201 sounds daunting. It's not. Just
take it easy.
Do like 10 every when you get the agent. If you get the agency, do 10 here and there. I earned 27 million just off of this business alone. 27 million. Because there's also one huge contract that it'll gain you $1 million. So that's perfect right there. This here, the arcade, not necessary. It's mostly for the heist. That's why there's a big old H on it, or a small little H on there. It has a few things. There's a business hub where I call it the Bat Cave. It allows you to see everything. I'm not going to show it because I feel like it's going to take too long. I just want to make this nice and quick. Oh, my bad. But essentially, though, you could have arcade games. It is a front for you to run the Diamond Casino heist. But it does have a safe in here that makes 100k in total. But it's 5k every in-game day. The agency, when you do your 201, I should have talked about this, is 20k every in-game day if you've done your 201 contracts in here. If you don't, I think it starts you off at 500k, and then I think every 10 or every there's a few milestones that eventually it'll go, oh, okay, well, you're gonna earn more now. You're gonna earn more now, and then it keeps on tacking on 500k or 500, 500, 500 until you reach 20k, and it goes, okay, that's it. Like, there's no more after this. That's it. We're done. 20k. You're done. So yeah, 20k every in-game day, all the way to 250k. So real quick, 250k. Excuse me, for the nightclub, not the auto shop. The nightclub, agency, nightclub, 250k. Chop Shop 250k, 750
Catch you later.
plus this bad boy right here 100k. All right, those are the only ones that have some type of end game money that is building up in the background. Yes, you got to do things with the Chop Shop to here and there. Yes, the nightclub, you got to keep the popularity up. Yes, this one, you can grind this one out. It'll slowly build slower than the nightclub, but once you do the 200 something contracts, that's it. You don't have to touch it ever again if you don't want to. This one just builds up 5k every day. There's no increasing that. So another one that slowly builds up. You got to babysit these two. Okay? But there's no other business currently that does that. All right? Now here's the thing. So if we did our math, that's 750 plus 100, 850k. Why am I at 950? Why? Because I had two other vehicles. Now it varies on their and their values, but I brought them in. They were getting salvaged.
Hey,
And it's every 48 minutes. So what I do when I start, first of all, I wake up here. You get a bed in here. Okay, it just comes with it. They're just like, hey, we already know. They give us a bed. We can wake up in here. Have your character wake up in here. Could I say wake up in here one more time? I think I can. Let's wake up in here. First thing you do is that these are empty. Get in your truck. Go grab vehicles. Bring them back. Okay? And it takes you to a specific vehicle. It has taken me all the way up over here just to grab a vehicle. I have yet to go all the way over here, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably bring me out here. Okay? And I've never had that. Usually it's like somewhere around here at the most, but usually it's in the city. But it has done it where it's led me up, and I said, oh my god, this isn't worth it right now. But it is. So you bring them back, boom, they automatically, once you drive in, they're automatically put on the thing to get salvaged. You can only have two vehicles at a time to get salvaged. Okay, fine. Now what they do is that it adds the cash direct. It doesn't go straight to your bank, it goes to your pocket. So you're holding onto that cash. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Second thing. So that's almost a mil already because I've already done it. I think I've already done it once. I just had luck of the draw with two great vehicles that gave me a lot of money for them both. Second, the real money maker here. Now this is where I say stop what you're doing. If you don't want to grind out anymore, as long as you had 5.5 million, okay, 5.5 million and some change. So let's say 5.6, just to be on the safe side. Okay, if you don't want to do any of those grinding out businesses, and you're just like, can I just make $1 million a week and not worry about it? Yes. Tell you why. Here are these right here. Now, I want to do some math. Okay? Shall we do some math? Let's do some math. Alright? Got my phone out. So 395k plus, let's see, 340k plus 260. Okay, 995,000 for selling, and you always sell. You're not gonna don't do anything dumb. Don't salvage these vehicles. Okay, 395k, 340, and 260. 995k. All right, there are three vehicles a week that we well. Okay, here's the thing. It says there's 3 vehicles a week. Here's the deal with this one though. Chop Shop. Complete all salvage yard robberies. Those were the first 3. There's 2 more. Why is it not 6? And they just go, okay, next set of or they go, okay, we did the first set of 3. Let's do the last set of 3, and then the next week we'll go back to the first set of 3, and then the last set of 3. You know, they flip flop, right? There's 5. I find that weird. Are there 2 like major ones where they'll make a lot more money? We don't know yet. We'll find out Thursday. But complete all salvage yard robberies. 3 out of 5. As you can see here, 3 out of 5. Who knows what next week's will be? Now, obviously, it's not going to be these cars. It's going to be 2 other cars, and then who knows what that third car is going to be. I have a feeling, though, Okay, I've got a feeling that it's going to be just 2 cars next week and not 3, but they're going to be heavy hitters. It's like, okay, you did these, great. Or they may not. They may say like, hey, it's the Weevil and then the 2 other vehicles. Okay, whatever. As long as we're getting these max sell values here, absolutely. But yeah, that's practically a mil right there. I thought it was over a million. Like I could have sworn it was 1 point something million and change. But I think maybe because you get money for doing the, it's kind of like a mini heist. They kind of took the thing from the auto shop a little bit, but they made this one fun. No one's screaming in your ear. No one's, you know, part of my French, but no one's having like phone sex over your, like, while you're on a conference call. You're going, dude, can y'all chill out real quick? Like, I hate hearing this. It was funny the first couple times, but on my like 10th run, dude, I'm tired of hearing this, man. That's the auto shop for you. I keep on getting in and out of this, but yeah, this thing is fun. This thing is fun. And you run little heist things for each little vehicle. You can do them solo. They're very easy to do solo. But other than that, yeah, this is it. And they park them here. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why there's a 4th spot here. See, there's a lot of things where I go, what's the deal? Why is there a 4th spot if you're only able to get 3 vehicles each? Maybe there's something that happens. Maybe we'll find out this coming Thursday. But yeah, I'd say if you don't want to grind, you want to have fun each week, make almost $1 million. I think you end up making $1 million because it pays you for doing the little mini heists, and then you get paid for selling the vehicles. All you have to do is drive it out to the what's that yard called? The cargo. This yard over here with all the cargo containers, and you drop it off over here, if I'm not mistaken. So we're already used to that.
Good? See you on the flip side.
Yeah, this is a great business just to go off and run into, just to go off and make money. And then boom, you're done. You don't have to grind. You're like, you know what? If I could just do that every week, this is a beautiful business. I could just coast on this from here on out. And then in the meantime, though, when you make your money, buy your warehouses, and then slowly just make your rounds. Come and do the what do you call it? The chop shop. Daily earnings of an added save total. Yep. But the point would be, though, is that this is such a great business. Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of money. After you do your vehicles, after you do the 3 or whatever vehicle list it has over here for the robberies, after that it's just okay. Well,
You all good?
keep an eye on the safe,
Catch you later.
and then you're salvaging vehicles. And if you have staff, that's every end game day. You'll have to do it. So every 48 minutes,
All cool?
you have to grab 2 more vehicles. And the great thing is that you can run them back to back. You grab one, bring it back. As soon as you do that, boom, jump
Everything
on the truck,
good?
go grab the second vehicle, bring it back, boom. Why?
Hey.
Because then as soon as one of them says, hey, this one's sold, here's cash in your pocket, guess what? The next one's coming up. So this way you go and you say, oh, well, let me go grab a vehicle and replace it. By the time you come back, the second one is gone. And then what do? You go out one more time, grab the thing, come back, boom. Now you just got to wait 48. You're just waiting 48 minutes from the first one. So this business is definitely worth it. It's so much
You need
fun.
something?
Very leisure, very just like, oh man, I just want to chill tonight. I just want to sit back. Excuse me. I just want to sit back and I just like I don't you just want to have a good time, make some money. And even if you don't have the other businesses and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to get almost $1 million like you. True. Obviously, right? The math isn't there. But eventually you'll hit 250K. And then just take that, put it in your pocket. Boom. Okay? That's 250K you didn't have before. And then just slowly build up. And then if anything, you go off and you run, you make enough money, either warehouses, or you buy the Kosatka, which is for the island heist. I call it the island heist. But where are we at? Where's it at? Is it that? Oh, is it on the top? Now, which is this bad boy right here. You do that, boom. Deck it all out. It costs quite a bit, but by the time you're done, well worth it. It pays for itself. And you can do the Cayo Perico heist. You can run that solo. I'll do an episode that shows off that, so you can just see that and go, oh my god, I would rather just run that. Especially solo players, you can definitely do it. There's one little caveat, but I'll cover it in that video. Other than that, guys, that's it. That is the chop shop. I would show going out the drive, but honestly, it's just self-explanatory. It takes you to the vehicle, you pick it up, drive it back. At the worst, cops will come after you. Other than that, it's a leisure drive back. And I've done it even in a big public lobby, and nobody has messed with me. Not saying that they won't, but I haven't had that issue yet, and hopefully I won't have that. Second, real quick, just one last detail is that your vehicle,
Hey, take care.
you can leave it in here and you want, but when you spawn up, the vehicle won't be in here, and it'll, at least at my location, it spawns up to the side over here, and usually my vehicle's like right here. But that's it, guys. That is it for this episode. So hopefully that convinces you that, yeah, save. I couldn't show you the price for it, but this location right here, it cost me